All right. Well, two things that I'm comfortable with are installing and configuring hardware and components, and also performing preventative maintenance for computers. And two things that I don't feel comfortable with are identifying different types of printers and also imaging computers. So I would like to learn more about imaging. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing it a lot in my internship. So, yep.
All right, thank you.
What? For the growths I have are PC hardware, operating systems, networking, and security. The strengths I have is somewhat of networking, laptops, printers, and mobile devices.
So a couple of things that I know would be networking under the TCP and IP networks, and then identifying different types of networks, and troubleshooting, like a couple of stuff. And what I need to know is networking under UDP, security, the SOHO, something there. Then mobile device synchronization, and a bit of troubleshooting, more complex scenarios.
Hi guys. So four things that I feel really comfortable about is the operating systems, mobile devices, laptops, PC hardware. For operating systems, I can know the difference between what operating system is better than the other. For mobile devices, I used to jailbreak my phone a lot and mess around with it, and yeah, I did a lot of research on that. For 3 laptops, so between PCs or Macs, I know a thing or two. PC hardware, I know how to fix a computer if it's ever, my computer. I don't know about other people's computers. But 4 things I need to work on are troubleshooting. I don't know everything, but I would like to know everything. 2, networking. I don't even know how to connect like a network with computers. I need to work on that. And printers, it's a plus hate relationship. I can, if I have like the right setup wizard, then I could probably set up a printer. And for hardware, like I said, I could fix my computers, but just knowing how to work with other computers would be good.
So 3 things I have that I'm good at is OS, troubleshooting in mobile devices, and 4 things I would like to work on are operating system, imaging, PC hardware, and networking.
Oh. Hi everyone, my name is Brian. Four things that are really my strengths are configuring and applying BIOS settings, installing components on either the laptop or desktop, identifying different types of printers, and troubleshooting video and display issues on the laptop and the desktop. 4 things that are my weaknesses are networking tools, anything that has to do with like networking on the internet, explaining like IP addresses and TCP. There's also TCP and UDP ports and imaging computers. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So 4 things that I do know are how to troubleshoot printers, working with operating systems and just configuring the basic settings. Also emails, working with emails, basic features, and explaining how to go through emails, and also comparing and contrasting some networks. Some things I don't know are identifying cables and the types of the cables, troubleshooting RAM and CPU and power, and also sometimes working with the motherboard can be tricky for me, and also categorizing cables and connectors. Thanks.
My name is Darius, and the 4 things that I am comfortable with are data disposal, hardware differences between laptops and tablets, and TCP, UDP, all the protocols. And one thing that, actually 4 things I can get to know better will be the motherboard components. I'm comfortable with operating systems, but particularly NOS I know nothing about. And imaging computers. And one thing I'm very uncomfortable with is actually physically switching the components out. I'm afraid I'll break something. I am not a gentle person, but maybe we'll learn that here.
Okay, so, 4 things I know. How to install and configure various printers devices. That's one of the things that I've always done because I always had to switch out my printers all the time. So that's something I'm used to. Use control panel utilities. The control panel is something I'm very familiar with. Also explaining the basic features of mobile device operating systems. That's something that I'm very, very close to. I'm very into mobile devices. And also installing and configuring various peripheral devices. That's something that's pretty familiar with as well. 4 things I don't know would be the motherboard components and the differences, and as well as their properties. TCP, UDP ports, protocols, and their purpose. I'm not very familiar with that. And also imaging and securing a SOHO wired wireless network.
Hello. 2 strengths would be identifying computer hardware and identifying computer network types. And 2 things that I need to grow on would be setting and configuring the right temperature for the CPU and array RAID with appropriate tools.
All right, so my growth areas would be security, assessing threats, setting up a SOHO network, and destruction disposal protocol. I also know nothing about hardware. My strengths are operating systems, troubleshooting, I like puzzles, and networking.
So 2 of my strengths are configuring and apply BIOS settings, identify types of network cables and connectors, 2 things I'm not sure of, install, configure expansion cards, and compare and contrast between common threats.
Hello, my name is Romar Evangelista, and 4 things I'm familiar with is demonstrating communication and professionalism, using the control panel utilities, troubleshooting common video issues, and configuring various peripherals. And 4 things I'm unfamiliar with are the SOHO networks, troubleshooting problems related to the motherboard, basically the hardware parts, troubleshooting RAID arrays, and the appropriate data destruction tools and disposal methods. Thanks.
Four things that I'm comfortable with is printers, mobile devices, PC hardware, and laptops, mostly Mac. Things I need to work on is anything doing like with networking, security. I do not know nothing about security, only antivirus, something like that. And just learning just the basic cables and where they go and how they look, and basically that is it.
My name is Adriel, and 4 things I feel good about are control panel utilities, different types of network, how to virtualize, and how to troubleshoot printers. First things I need to work on are installing or configuring laptop components, how to secure mobile devices and computer, and how to differentiate different types of RAM.
Hello, my name is Christian Agordano. 4 domains where I have confidence. Evaluate types and features of display devices. Identify types of network cables and connections. Explain environmental impacts of the purpose of environmental controls and the purpose of environmental controls. Compare and contrast common security threats. And 4 domains where I'm not too confident about. Given a scenario, explain the troubleshooting theory. I've never heard of that. Compare and contrast methods for security devices. Given a scenario, perform printer maintenance. I just know a little bit about it. And compare and contrast wireless networking standards, and encryption types.
So four areas that I feel strong about are troubleshooting common OS problems, executing and configuring mobile device synchronization, installing OSs, and installing and configuring various peripheral devices. Areas that I could work on: selecting appropriate components for a custom build, performing printer maintenance, common problems related to motherboards, CPUs, and power supplies. And I don't know very much about networks.
Hello, my name's Kevin, and I'm comfortable with installing and configuring peripheral devices, associated cables for connections, and establishing connectivity with basic networking in a mobile device. And I can identify networks. And 4 areas I'm unfamiliar with are comparing RAM types, comparing CPU types, and installing laptop hardware, and explaining TCP/IP characteristics.
Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer. A few things I know are common security preventatives, installing peripheral devices as well as printers. And a few things I can work on are comparing and contrast hardware differences between laptops and tablets, and troubleshooting hard drives with RAID arrays, and installing hardware components. Thank you.
All right.